What is your name and current occupation? I'm Jason Riding. I am currently the assistant principal at Covenant Christian College in Geelong. All right, what year did you start and graduate at MCC? So I'm pretty old. I started here in 1988 and graduated in 1989. So I started in grade 5, started term 2, 1988. 89, we finished in grade 6 because there was no secondary school. What brought you to MCC? My parents. It wasn't called MCC either, it was Melton Christian Academy back then. What would you like to say to all the MCC teachers and staff? It's very different to what it was when I was here. It's much bigger. We had 33 students in the whole school. And now I hear we're approaching 1,300 students. And I just really am so excited to see Christian education flourishing in Melton, even to a second campus, which is so exciting. So just want to encourage you in all that you're doing and the message you're bringing through education about the good news of Jesus. How has MCC helped shape your life and career? Well, when I was in year 10, I did work experience here with a current staff member. So Ian Shaddock was one of my mentor teachers, and I really enjoyed being in part of his classes and learning about teaching, and I went on to become a teacher myself. So not only did it shape my faith journey, but it also shaped my career and educational aspirations. How have you seen MCC change over the years? Well, when I was here, as I mentioned before, there was very few students in the school, only 33. And over time, it's just grown so much to the point that the buildings even the building I'm sitting in now used to be a paddock, whereas students, we would sit, what's the admin building now was my classroom, and we would look out the back, out the window and see the sheep and the cows in the paddock, and occasionally they would get pregnant. And as students, we had little corrals that we would work in, and we would get excited that the cow's about to deliver their baby. We'd get up and have a look out the window, and it didn't happen, and we'd get back down and sit back down. Then later on we'd see the cow give birth to their baby calf, and that was quite an exciting time. It was quite a memorable time in my memory too. And where the current church is and the building that's happening out there, that was our oval. So we used to play footy out there, and there's no way we could play footy out there anymore. And the current oval that was just out of bounds areas, so we couldn't go out to that space. So it's really nice to see all these spaces open up for students, and all the new students that are coming in able to access Christian education. What do you love about MCC? What do I love about MCC? I used to love, when I was a student, I just loved the small feel of it. We would have not many students, but at the time, we would just hang out with each other. There were 2 classrooms. There was a grade 4 to 6 class. There were no grade 5s, no grade 6s, when I started. And then, but we would just hang out together. And it was really exciting to learn about all the things we would learn about, but then hang out across the year levels, and we just hang out with each other and play. So I don't know what it's like now. It seems to be quite positive as I walked in and I've walked through the school. But it looks like that's continuing on, as there's just a good sounds I'm hearing out in the playground. Can you share a special memory from your time at MCC? I mentioned before about the cows we used to see being born out in the paddocks behind us. That was quite a special memory. And one of the things that I really remember is just our desire to want to do well. I'd come from a government school, and we moved to Melton Christian College in 1988. And I just remember at my previous school, I would feel like I was left behind a lot in the learning process. But when I came here, I just had the attention that was given to all the students, but I just flourished, and my education just took off. And I had a huge impact on my secondary experience and just on my personal confidence too. So I think the thing that really stands out for me as I look back on it is just the attention to each student that was given, and the desire to see each student flourish and do really well. So that's a strong memory I have, beyond the fun things that happen, like watching cows being born and sheep lambing and all that sort of thing. But the big takeaway is just the attention to each individual student. That was great. What makes MCC special for you? Just thinking through that one again, similar to a previous answer, it's just that you were known here, and that was very evident when we moved here to this school. I didn't seem to feel known at my previous school, but here I was very known. Obviously, part of that is to do with small class sizes, but the extra effort and attention that each of the teachers gave was just exceptional. And so you couldn't go under the radar, you couldn't hide behind other things that might have been going on where you didn't understand something, and you were just encouraged to do really, really well. And I never felt that I wasn't cared for here. Yeah. Well, I like these questions. What message would you like to share with MCC as it celebrates its 40th anniversary? So, as I mentioned before, it's really exciting to see Christian education flourish here in Melton. Second campus is happening, and it's just such a privilege to be able to share the good news of Jesus through curriculum, through our teaching and learning programs, through our modelling of behaviour to students. And I find that an exciting and significant privilege because of the way we can approach Christian education. That this world is God's world, and how can I then learn things about God's world so then I can go and serve others in the community. Happy 40th anniversary of Melton Christian College. Okay. All right, it's like your wedding photos. Okay. Happy 40th anniversary of Melton Christian College. Woohoo!